Hi, I'm Jeff from Better Living Outdoors, and today I want to give you a quick run through on how to check if your circulation pump has actually failed on your hot tub. So potentially your spa isn't heating, you've maybe got flow error messages, and through checking through the primary menu you can see that your circulation pump is no longer drawing water through, you can't hear it running, etc. You therefore need to be able to check inside the control pack that the circulation pump has failed. So first thing you're going to want to do is obviously get the side panel off the spa so you can locate your Balboa control pack. That is normally located underneath the control panel. Next step would be to power off the spa, because we don't want you going inside here and potentially electrocuting yourself. So once the power is off to the spa, you're then going to need to undo these two screws that are in the top corners of the control pack. So I'm just going to undo this one. As you can see, I've kind of set this ready to go. So we'll just turn that over. So points to note. Firstly, the underside of your lid does have a wiring diagram showing you where your component parts are plugged in. So key things I would say to look for here. You can see that it's indicating to you where the circulation pump is plugged in. And you'll also see next to that it is also indicating, so we've got circulation pump here and we've got the ozone generator next to it. Now, the ozone generator runs off the same circuit as the circulation pump, but it does have a separate plug. But the thing that is important with this next check is they both run the same fuse. So if either of these components has failed, it will take out the same fuse. Now, from experience, our pumps tend to be pretty robust, but ozone generators, as you may have read, usually have a lifespan of between 12 months and 3 years. And sometimes if they fail, they do fail with a pop and they can cause the fuse to blow. So first thing to do would be to check this fuse. Now, if you look inside the board here, you will notice we have got a glass fuse here where I'm pointing with the screwdriver now. And if I come back to this diagram again, you will notice that where I'm pointing here, this is a slow blow fuse. So it is definitely worth checking if this fuse has failed. Now, sometimes it is hard to visually do, so if you're able to remove it and then put a multimeter across it, that is a good option. However, sometimes you don't have the luxury of that, so the other quick test I will often ask an engineer to do if they haven't got the equipment is to unplug the circulation pump from its port, unplug pump number 1 from its port, and plug the circulation pump into the pump 1 port. You can then power your spa back up, and once it's come up to the primary menu using the pump number 1 or jets number 1 button on your panel, you can see if the circulation pump runs. Now, if it does, that 100% tells you it's not the pump that's failed and it is going to be the fuse. Now, if that is the case, you're going to need to either pop onto Amazon or down to maybe your local Halford. Sometimes they stock these glass slow blow fuses, and get yourself a replacement fuse. The other thing I would say check at this point then is your ozone generator. If it is 12 months old or more, I would seriously think that is going to be the fault. So I would then look to unplug that from the control board. Your hot tub will run without the ozonator. The ozonator just supports the sanitizing of the spa. So you can go online and look to replace that. We obviously carry spares as well, so we can sell you one of those. But you don't necessarily need it, certainly for in the short term. So with that unplug, you can rebuild and then potentially replace that fuse, and that should have you back up and running. Pending how many pumps your hot tub has, if you're not using all of the pump slots on the board and you're not therefore using all of the glass fuses that are on the board, you could do a sneaky swap just for a short-term fix to get you running. But do be aware, if you're taking fuses out, you might turn off something that was working before, so lighting, music maybe, but it can get your spa back up and running. If that you do find that the circulation pump doesn't run from the pump 1 slot, the chances are then you have got a failed pump and you will need to talk to your supplier about getting a replacement, and we can obviously talk you through that and help you. Hope that's helpful. I'm Jeff from Better Living Outdoors. Thanks for watching.